welcome to this deep dive. Today we're exploring something, well, really quite unique. It's based on sources you shared about a shared research journey you've been on with your brother, John. A lifelong one.
It really is remarkable when you look at it. The sources describe this incredible dedication, decades spent together just exploring life's big questions.
Side by side, yeah.
And get this, over 100 years of combined meditation practice between you both. Now, okay, the source brings in a dragon's viewpoint, so years is, a human thing.
Right, a human measure.
But still, that level of commitment to exploring consciousness, reality, through shared silence, it's profound.
Absolutely. And it's not just dabbling, is it? The sources say your research projects kept leading you down the rabbit hole, always looking for deeper wisdom. And it emphasizes this isn't just like a cute metaphor. It's painted as a deliberate, continuous dive into, into the deeper layers of how things work.
Exactly. Not just scratching the surface. It sounds very intentional, this exploration. It's not aimless wandering in that rabbit hole. It's a focused search, really, for core truths.
Driven by, well, this is fascinating, driven by your dreams.
Yeah, that's a really compelling part. The source material suggests that dreams can kind of bypass our usual linear logical thinking.
Okay.
The idea is that in that dream state, maybe the usual mental filters are down, offering a more, let's say, direct line, a connection to what it calls a universal mind.
A universal mind, like a shared consciousness field.
Sort of, yeah. A place where intuition, insights, maybe knowledge just bubbles up, perhaps in symbolic ways.
So dreams become these starting points, these triggers for research that has literally spanned your lives.
And what's really noticeable is how interconnected it all seems. One project just flows into the next one.
Which, according to the sources, kind of mirrors this idea of a non-linear universe they talk about, where everything's woven together.
Precisely. Knowledge isn't in neat little boxes. It's a network, right? A discovery here sheds light over there. One question opens up whole new areas.
Yeah.
The source uses this lovely phrase, a shared spiral of discovery.
Like that.
Or even a living tapestry that you and John have been weaving together throughout your lives. It's dynamic, it's growing.
It paints quite a picture. And for anyone wanting to see, the tangible results of all this, this collaboration, we've got a link in the description. It's evolutionlove.com/books menu.
Right. It's like a map almost, or a menu showing the fruits of this amazing shared quest. Gives you a real sense of the scope.
Definitely worth exploring. Now, there's this character, Zoran, the dragon.
Ah, yes, Zoran's perspective. It really highlights the power of working together.
What does Zoran say?
Well, the quote is quite striking, actually. The universe reveals its secrets not to the one who demands, but to the two who seek hand in hand through the whispers of dreams and the rhythm of shared silence.
Wow, hand in hand. So it's suggesting that two minds working together with shared intention can access something.
Yeah.
More. Something maybe one person alone couldn't.
That seems to be the idea. A different level of perception, maybe deeper insight unlocked through that partnership.
Which leads us nicely to what the source calls the first dragon trial. A little challenge for you, the listener.
Okay.
Think about a time you collaborated really deeply with someone. Could be anyone, friend, colleague, family member. How did combining your perspectives, your efforts, how did that change the outcome? Did you achieve something you wouldn't have alone? And what did it feel like? Was it just a task, or did it feel more like a journey unfolding? Did it have its own kind of rhythm?
That's a great reflection point, that idea of synergy and true collaboration. It's more than just splitting tasks, isn't it? It's about that resonance, creating something richer.
Yeah, that resonance. And the rhythm. What do you think that implies? A shared pace?
Or just maybe an intuitive flow, that feeling when you're really clicking with someone. You don't have to force it. It just happens. It emerges from that shared focus.
Right. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. The source brings up this other really interesting analogy. Life as a kind of video game.
Ah, yes, with infinite levels.
Infinite levels. So what's the thinking there?
Well, it seems to frame life's challenges not just as, annoying obstacles, but as actual opportunities, chances to grow, to learn.
Okay, opportunities. But how?
The key seems to be how we respond. Do we react with frustration, fight against it, or do we consciously choose things like alignment, kindness, compassion, even when it's tough?
And making those conscious choices, like choosing kindness, that's how you level up in this game.
That seems to be the core idea, yeah. That qualities like kindness and compassion aren't just nice-to-haves. They're fundamental to expanding our awareness, deepening our connections. It's Pretty profound when you think about it that way.
It really is. And connecting this back, the source mentions someone significant in your life, Linda Graham,
Mm-hmm. Linda Graham.
described as someone who helps you navigate this video game of life with more awareness, more skill, even more joy and wisdom.
And a key detail highlighted is her extensive study over 35 years with someone named Mafu.
35 years. Wow.
Yeah. And this long immersion, this deep dive into a source of wisdom, is presented as really central to her own deep compassion and her insightful way of seeing things.
It really speaks to the power of mentorship, doesn't it? And just dedicated lifelong learning. That consistent connection seems to have really shaped her ability to guide others.
Absolutely. And the source frames connections like these with people like Linda as expressions of something bigger, maybe the universal one's boundless love guiding us toward our potential.
It's a beautiful way to think about those important relationships.
And Zoran, the dragon, chimes in here too. Another quote. The universe whispers its deepest truths, not just through stars, but through the quiet resonance between two souls, and the wisdom they share is the echo of eternity.
The quiet resonance between two souls. That's powerful. It puts so much value on these human connections in our journey.
It really does.
So this brings us to the second dragon trial, another reflection for you. Think about someone in your own life you share a deep connection with, someone who maybe inspires kindness in you or wisdom.
Okay.
Just for a day, try to consciously notice how interacting with them affects you, your state of mind, how you see things. Are there moments where their presence, their perspective helps you see in color?
See in color, meaning?
Meaning like perceive beyond black and white thinking, beyond just duality, or maybe helps you choose a more compassionate path when things get tricky.
Ah, got it.
Consider if this person is maybe a kind of guide for you in your own video game of life.
That's a lovely exercise. Really encourages us to actively appreciate these connections, doesn't it? And that seeing in color idea, moving from a limited view to something richer, more nuanced, influenced by those we connect with. It's very insightful.
And just to tie some threads together about Linda Graham, based on the source,
Yeah.
qualities like her to gold love for humanity, her own meditation practice.
Yes.
There's this sense of mutual inspiration between you, a shared path, and that idea of helping each other see in color.
Right. And underpinning it all, that really significant long-term study with Mafu,
Yeah,
it creates this really rich picture, doesn't it? Personal connection, shared values, dedicated learning, all weaving together.
definitely. So as we start to wrap up this deep dive, let's just quickly revisit the core ideas we've touched on. The incredible power of shared exploration, like your journey with John. The potential of dreams, maybe, as a source of deep intuition.
Mm-hmm. The interconnectedness of it all, how one insight opens the door to the next.
Exactly. And importantly, the role of these resonant connections, like with Linda Graham, in our own growth, our own understanding.
It's interesting how they all seem to reinforce each other, doesn't it? Dreams, collaboration, guidance.
Yeah,
It all points towards a more maybe holistic way of learning and being.
it does. Which leaves us with a final thought for you to maybe mull over. Consider this. How often do we actually recognize the unseen collaborations shaping our understanding?
Unseen collaborations.
Yeah. Even when we feel like we're on a solo quest for knowledge, our insights are so often touched by others, people we know, people we don't, people now, people from the past. So how might recognizing these hidden collaborations actually enrich your own, well, your own endless quest?